Hey guys, we're going to take a look at some definitions. So we've got here monomial, binomial, trinomial, polynomial. So we're really getting into some algebra here. And basically what I want you to know, this is a lot of language I'm just going to go over. So a monomial, mono always means 1, so there's an x, or a 2x squared, or a minus 3xy. There's no plus and minuses separating the terms. This is a term, this is a term, this is a term. A binomial, bi always means 2, like a bicycle has 2 wheels, okay? So there's this plus this, or this minus this, or this minus this. So these are both different terms, and they're separated by plus or minus signs. That's called a binomial. A trinomial, as you may guess, has 3 terms, and they can be plus, minus, both, it doesn't matter, but there's 3 separate terms. Here are 2 examples where they're separated by plus or minus signs. And then polynomial, poly really just means many, and so we just say monomial, binomial, trinomial, and 4 and more, we just call them polynomials. Okay? Now let's take a look at the degree of the term. So here, for this term, or this term, or this term, or this one, this one, this one, this one, each term has a degree. And a degree is the sum of, so sum means adding, the sum of the exponents. So here, the degree of this is 2. Here, the degree of this is 2 because the sum of the exponents of the variables, the x's and the y's, not the numbers. So that's x to the 1 and y to the 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2. Here, the degree of this is 6, because that variable has that exponent, and that variable has that exponent, and those two add to 6. The degree of this is 3. The degree of this is 2. The degree of this is 1. The degree of this is 0. The degree of this is 2. The degree of this is 2. The degree of this is 1, because that's 1 and that's 0. The degree of this is 2, because that's 1 and 1. So when you want to say what the degree is of a term, you do what we just said. If you want to know what the degree of your binomial, trinomial, polynomial is, you look at the degree of each term, and whatever has the largest degree is the largest degree is the degree for the whole polynomial. So for example here, this has the largest degree, it's a 3, so the degree of this entire polynomial is 3. For this one, we have a degree of 2, a degree of 1, a degree of 0, so the degree of this polynomial or trinomial is 2. You'll notice that we also write our polynomials or trinomials or binomials in descending order of degrees. So the exponent's a 3, then the 2, then the 1, and like that. We always write in descending order. That's considered proper form. So what is a quadratic term? Again, I'm just going through definitions so that when we go through the next unit, you know what I'm talking about when I use certain words and terms. A quadratic term, so a term again is, this is a term, this is a term, 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 term. These are all separate all the little things separated by plus and minus signs are terms. So what's the quadratic term? The quadratic term has the exponent 2, so like x squared. The linear term has an exponent like this, x to the 1. And the constant term is a number and not a variable. So like, for example, 3 or 5 or negative 2. Okay?